You ever look around and feel like everyone your age already has a perfect body, stable relationship, dream career, passport full of stamps, and you're just there, trying to figure out what to eat for dinner? If that's you, stay. Because you are not actually behind. You're just looking at the wrong scoreboard. In this video, I'm going to break down what's really happening when you feel left behind and walk you through 4 simple steps you can start this week to get your power back. Let's be honest, it's not just jealousy. It's that heavy mix of shame, panic, and what the hell have I been doing with my life? You see someone your age buy a house, someone else gets engaged, someone is already a manager or starting a business or traveling every month. And then you start doing the math in your head. I'm 23, I'm 28, I'm 35, and I still don't have this, and this. In your head, it sounds like, I'm late, I wasted my time. Something is wrong with me. So, first, I want you to hear this very clearly. You are not broken. You're just comparing your life to a timeline that was never designed for you. Most people have this invisible script in their head. For example, by 18, know what you want. By early 20s, finish school. By mid-20s, stable job. By late 20s, relationship, maybe engaged. By 30s, house, kids, settled. But real life doesn't care about that script. Some people make it at 19 and lose everything at 29. Some people are a complete mess at 25 and become unstoppable at 35. Some people peak early. Some people bloom late. The problem is, your phone only shows you the highlight reel of the people who seem on time. You don't see the people your age who are also confused, also broke, also starting again. You don't see the ones who look like they have it all together but cry on the bathroom floor every week. So stop treating this fake timeline like a law. You are not behind. You are just on a different chapter. Now, let's zoom out for a second. Ask yourself, if I keep living exactly how I'm living right now for the next 5 years, where do I end up? Not where your friends end up, not where your classmates end up, you. If the answer scares you, that's good. That feeling isn't there to punish you. That's your future self asking you to wake up. The question is not, why am I behind them? The real question is, what do I want my life to look like in 5 years? And what can I start doing this week so I don't hate that version of me? Once you think like that, comparison starts to feel boring because it's no longer about keeping up with everyone else's pace. It's about building a life you actually like. So, step 1, pick one area. Here's where most people mess up. When you feel behind, you'll want to fix everything at once, like new body, new job, new city, new mindset, new friend group, new everything. And then you burn out, get overwhelmed, and go right back to doing nothing. So here's what to do instead. Pick one main area to focus on for the next 3 months. Just one. Ask yourself, what's the one area that, if it improved, would make everything else feel lighter? Maybe it's money. Maybe it's your health. Maybe it's your skills and career. Maybe it's your mental health. Pick one. That's your main mission for now. You're not ignoring the other parts of your life. You're just choosing one area to give most of your energy to, so you can actually see real change instead of tiny, random progress everywhere. Write it down somewhere you can see it every day. On your phone, in a notebook, on a sticky note on your wall. Let your brain know, this is the priority. This is what we are working on first. Step 2. Create a small, non-negotiable action. Now that you pick the area, the next step is to choose one small action you will do almost every day for the next 30 days. Not a fantasy habit, a realistic one. If it's money, track everything you spend. Or spend 15 minutes a day learning about money. If it's health, walk 20 to 30 minutes daily. Drink more water, less junk. One simple, repeatable workout. If it's skills or career, spend 1 hour a day learning and practicing a skill that can actually make you money. If it's mental health, journal for 10 minutes at night. Do one thing that calms your nervous system every day. Your job is not to catch up to anyone. Your job is to prove to yourself every single day that you're not the old version of you anymore. That proof is in the tiny things you do when no one is watching. The way you show up for your habits, the way you handle your time, the way you choose the harder option instead of the easy escape. You don't need a full life transformation this week. You just need a streak. A few days in a row where you can honestly say, I did one thing today that the old me would have skipped. Stack those days, and suddenly you're not behind anymore. You're moving. Step 3, control your inputs. Now, let's talk about what you're feeding your brain. You don't just feel behind out of nowhere. You feel behind because of what you're looking at all day. If your whole feed is her perfect relationship, her perfect body, her perfect apartment, her perfect career, of course you'll feel like, I'm late, I'm failing, I'm nothing. If every time you open your phone, you're looking at girls who seem 10 steps ahead of you, your brain starts to believe that you're the only one who's lost, broke, confused, or still figuring things out. It's not always true. It's just what you keep showing yourself. So, step number 3, you have to be ruthless with your inputs. Mute accounts that trigger that I'm not enough spiral. Stop watching people whose only talent is making you feel small. Follow more people who show the process, not just the aesthetic result. Fill your brain with stories of women who started late, single moms who built something from scratch, girls who dropped out and still made it, women who didn't know what they wanted until 30, 35, 40, and still changed everything. You want your feed to remind you that it's possible, not that you're failing. The more you see real journeys, and not just perfect endings, the more your brain will start to realize there is more than one way to live a successful life, and yours doesn't have to look like anyone else's to be valid. Step 4, make the behind feeling useful. Now let's talk about that behind feeling. You know that tight feeling in your chest when you scroll and think, everyone is ahead of me. You can use that instead of turning it into self-hate. I'm useless, I wasted my 20s. Turn it into, okay, this feeling is proof that I want more than this. That means I'm not done. Every time you feel behind, practice this. 1. Notice the feeling. Catch it as soon as it shows up. Don't numb it with scrolling, food, or noise. Just admit, okay, I'm feeling behind right now. 2. Call it out. Okay, I'm comparing again. Name it so it shrinks. When you label it as comparison, it stops sounding like absolute truth and starts sounding like what it really is, a habit. 3. Ask, what is this feeling trying to push me to change? Instead of, what's wrong with me? Switch to, what is this pointing at? Maybe it's your money, your health, your work, your environment. Let it give you information, not insults. 4. Take one small action toward your chosen focus area. Don't wait to feel ready. Use the discomfort as a cue to move. Even a little. That action can be very simple. Send a message to a potential client, apply to one job, do one workout, watch one lesson, read 10 pages from a book that will actually help you. Now the feeling isn't just pain anymore. It becomes fuel. Now I want you to look at your life as it is right now. Maybe you don't have the house, the car, the ring, the body, the career you imagined, but you do have something they don't. You still have the chance to reinvent yourself. You are in your training arc right now, the part in the movie where the main character is messy, confused, inconsistent, but decides to change. Nobody replays the scenes where everything was already perfect. People replay the scenes where it looked like they were losing, and they chose to fight anyway. That's where you are. You're not behind, you're not too late. You're in the part of your story that will make the future you unforgettable. So the next time you catch yourself thinking, I'm so behind for my age, remember, the timeline you're comparing yourself to is fake. Your life is not late. It's just unsynced from social media's highlight reel. Pick one area, choose one daily action. Control what you feed your brain. Let the behind feeling push you forward instead of pinning you down. 5 years from now, you're going to wish you started today. So end the comparison and start the work.